let's take on board Norwegian Cruise Line, and this is Norwegian Jade. I was on board her a few years ago, Keith. The Jade, yeah.
Lovely, lovely ship, and of course it's all about freestyle cruising with
That's
Norwegian.
what I liked. It was one of my first cruises, and you don't have to worry about set dining times. You can arrive at a restaurant and any time you like.
Absolutely, there's a plethora of different restaurants on board for you to enjoy. You know, from French to Italian to tapas to sushi. It's 24 hours. You get 24-hour pizza as well that can be delivered to your cabin if you just want to kind of slob it and do the kind of pizza in with a movie. They're very interactive, they're very fun, the Norwegian ships, and this kind of freestyle choice extends through to a great variety of different entertainment. You often find the Blue Man Group on performing, you'll find off-Broadway shows such as Burn the Floor, and people like the Cirque du Soleil perform on board, but they have the wonderful dinners where you see the wonderful people coming down on silks, the acrobats performing for you. They're very big, bold, friendly ships. It isn't formal cruising, it's people relaxing. Yeah. And if your idea of cruising is that it's all formality, this will completely blow that out of the window because it's so relaxed, it's so fun.
And it is just so nice to just, you know, arrive at a restaurant and say, I'll have a table for two, or if you made some new friends that day, oh, let's have a table for four. You know, and it's not buffet service, it's still, you know, waiter service. Anyway, we're flying to Venice and cruising out of Venice, aren't we? Well, we have 2 nights there, first of all.
Yeah, you do. And this is great, of course. Venice, what can we say? The city of romance, the city of Casanova, and the greatest lovers in the world. 117 islands, 150 canals, more than 400 bridges, Sean. And it's your chance to, what I recommend with Venice, actually, just go and get lost. Because there's so much to see, so much to do, that you can just wander around a corner and you'll just open up into this little piazza where there's a fountain, where there's locals just hanging out and walking along. It's full of little canals. You can not only do a gondola ride, but now you can actually learn to drive a gondola. I'm still not sure what the actual plural I should use for that, what the term is, but there we go. Now, beyond that, you've got the big hitters such as the Doge's Palace, the Bridge of Sighs. It's great for shopping, actually. You can go and give your credit card a proper workout. You've got all the different islands such as Murano and Burano to go and enjoy for the lace and the glass. I love the Lido area, which is where Lord Byron used to go and swim, and it's the beach area where all the Venetians go to relax on the beach. And beyond that, of course, Hotel Cipriani, and you can get a free transfer from just outside St Mark's over to Hotel Cipriani for a beautiful cocktail and lunch.
Remember, you've got your 2 nights in that hand-picked 4-star hotel. Then you're transferred, you get private transfers on this to the Jade for a 7-night cruise. And all private transfers.
Yeah, your name will be on that sign, you know, which makes you feel $1 million, doesn't it? Makes you feel like royalty. And then, of course, you're heading out. Your first port of call is Koper, which is Slovenia, and this is in a wide horseshoe-shaped bay. It's a beautiful medieval town, a maze of pretty streets and chic shops, and you can go out to see the Pajama Castle, which is just 6 miles away, and it's one of the most picturesque wonders of human history. It's perched on top of a cliff, and it was once the hideout of a rebellious knight. It's a great thing to go and see. From there you're heading to Split, which is Croatia, and this is the Adriatic seaside filled with palm trees. It's one of the most important cities in Dalmatia, the Dalmatian coast, of course, where the wonderful dog comes from, and it's from here that you can go and enjoy Diocletian's palace. And this is thousands and thousands of years old. It took about, I think it was over 20 years to build. Thousands and thousands of slaves built this. It is the largest inhabited palace now existing in the world. It's obviously UNESCO protected, and it's full of little tavernas, little shops. Just wander around Diocletian's palace, it will just take your breath away. Beyond that, you can head out to some amazing national parks such as Kirka and Skadar. Well, but for me, it's just go and wander. I could spend 4 or 5 days in Diocletian's palace, that whole area.
Really?
Just sit down and people watch, because it's so fascinating. It really is. And it's a young city. It's a university city, so it's full of the young and the beautiful.
And then over to Dubrovnik, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a great walking city for lovers of culture and history. Century-old monasteries, churches, synagogues, and one of the oldest operating pharmacies in the world are all surrounded by these huge walls. You may recognise bits from this, because Game of Thrones uses this as a setting to do some of its filming. And as you sail in, it's spectacular, so make sure you're up on the deck. You can kayak around the bay if you want to. It's built into these to the mountains that kind of slope off in the background. You can walk the walls. It's about 1.5 miles round, just offering spectacular views. Beyond that, you can head to the honeymoon spot for Edward VIII and Wallace Simpson, which is the wonderful little picturesque village of Katat. And it's there that you can go and just have a swim, laze on the beach, and just enjoy something that's truly, truly unique. It's a breathtaking city. and of course there's no traffic once inside the walls.
Of course.
So it really does feel like you're walking in a medieval city.
Yeah, it must be very calm as well. Now, relaxing at sea, then Messina, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a tangle of time-worn streets on this wonderful sickle-shaped harbour, dotted with rustic tavernas. Of course, Shakespeare's set Much Ado About Nothing here. There's a wonderful old mechanical clock, and it's the world's oldest, beautiful, biggest mechanical clock. And at 12 o'clock every day, I used to do walking tours for the guests into here, and you could just see these wonderful figures coming out, and they give you the history of the city, and it's spectacular to go and see. Beyond that, of course, you can head out to Taormina, which gives you amazing views of Mount Etna. And Mount Etna is this wonderful, feared, loved, lush, barren mountain that you must go and explore. Beyond that, of course, you can go and see the Godfather villages, walk in the footsteps of Al Pacino, of Marlon Brando, Robert De Niro, and go to Bar Vitatelli, the watering hole, or visit the Church of Annunciation where Michael Cologni's wedding was filmed, if you know the films very well.
And then Naples is your final port, isn't it?
Yeah, an authentic slice of southern Italian life. It's the birthplace of pizza. Make sure you try it. The coffee is really gorgeous and strong. The whole city centre is an UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's dripping with ancient architecture, cathedrals and churches. And of course, it's your chance to go to Capri, Pompeii, Herculaneum, the Amalfi Coast. Yeah, it's a gateway to everywhere.
And then back to Rome, and then you disembark. You get a private transfer, of course, and then your flight back to UK. Talking of flights, by the way, we have got, say, flights from London, but we can also offer you flights from Manchester, Glasgow, and generally speaking, so we can find you a flight from your local airport, so just ask the call centre about that. Let's just see the ship one final time. She's great. I've been on board, to say, a few years ago, the Jade. Lots to do, lots of fun, but a nice, relaxed atmosphere. You know, you don't have to... If you're worried about cruises being too formal, you'll never find that with Norwegian Cruise Line.
This is it, and they've got the Aloha kind of guest area, and it's there that you've got the Aloha bar, and you can get great Lavazza coffee there, little cakes and things. And this ship does a wonderful cruise show. And again, this isn't done on every ship, but
like ours,
cruise show. No, when the crew perform for you, so the cabin stewards and people in the engine room, and they all perform. Sometimes the officers go.
Oh, great!
And it's an amazing experience.
I was only joking around. That was really fun, actually. Anyway, I know we're nearly out of time on this one. £949 is all you pay today, and so we've got flights based on London Gatwick, but we also have flights from Manchester and Glasgow, and you get an extra 2 nights in a 4-star hotel. Excursion-wise, you've got to do the classic gondola tour here, and we can offer it for just £29 per person, and Pompeii there as well from just £38 per person. Great value excursions, saving up to 60% on the price you'd pay on board the ships.